Hey boys, welcome back to another video. This is a sort of non-scripted Q&A because I think you guys could use this video to understand a little bit more about Inkunzi and what it is. If you don't know what this is about, I made a video about a week ago called I simulated an entire world for a year. This is what happened, and it kind of blew up bigger than a little bit bigger than I thought it would. When it hit 10,000 views, I was like, all right, we're doing good. And then 50, then 80, and now 95. We're almost at 100. So thank you for the insane support on the video, guys. It is really makes me happy that you guys find it cool as well. But also there were 700 comments roughly by the time of me filming this. So and obviously a lot of questions because not everyone is playing and not everyone's in the Discord. So let me answer a bunch of your questions for you right now. From Realmer Q, it says, will it reopen it anytime soon? So he's talking about the Discord links that I had to close. Basically, the video blew up a lot larger than I thought it would. I've done this before where I've had invite links to the server to get new players and stuff. I did close all of the existing links because the tide of players that we got, we just were not ready for. But in the future with more videos, I will add more links. So not this video, but probably the next video on the topic of Inkunzi, you will see a temporary link in the description. So make sure you subscribe to be one of the first people to catch the link, because I think I'm going to set the link to probably expire after 2 hours. Amir says, hey, can you somehow teach me how to do it / give me the mechanics of the game? The short answer is no, but I can point you in the right direction. So I also might do a tutorial on making a map for it, but I basically just went into Photoshop and built the map, made sure the layers were set up correctly to have different things like cities, cultures, religions, obviously nations, things like that, and then the name layers, everything. It's a process to build out a Photoshop file that is nation RP ready. You can also do it in other programs as long as they have layer capabilities like GIMP, things like that. But then for the actual mechanics of the game, the short answer for that is Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel. But Google Sheets is probably the one you want to use due to its onlineness and ability to quickly share it with other people. To quickly explain how we use Google Sheets, we use it to track the nations and all of their stabilities and war support, things like that. We use it to track characters and character skill points, and we use it to run battles. We built a calculator into Google Sheets that we use to run battles. So the short answer is build it up in Photoshop and then build up a sheet in Google Sheets. Hey dude, 2 things. First, does the game have cultures? Yes, the game does have cultures. I have hidden layers that I only put out for certain maps that are called culture maps, but there's also religion maps. So culture and religion are 2 of the main mechanics of the game. We have these things called pop points or population points on the map, and these population points are connected to a certain color, and that color is connected to a certain culture. So when you look at the culture map and you look at the dots all over the place, those dots represent a certain amount of people that live there, and the color of that dot tells you what culture they are. Spacey asks, what map maker did I use? I just used Photoshop. But of course, things like GIMP also work. Any program that you have that allows you to have a layer system to turn off things and turn them back on. Something that's not flat like Microsoft Paint. You really need something that has layer abilities. Parser PCs says, can you post this on the workshop? I unfortunately cannot post this on the workshop because it is not a mod to any Paradox game. This is literally just a file that I made in Photoshop, and then we built a Discord around it, and the map changes due to player interaction with the game. I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool if this was a Hearts of Iron or EU4 or CK3 mod, whatever it is, because that would be amazing. Wink, wink. Owen says, could I possibly join but not play to help mod? I have experience running these types of games. So a lot of people ask me, hey, can I join like staff or the mods or whatever? The short answer to that is no. But also maybe yes. So I just upped the amount of people that are running RP and everything on the server because of the uptick of players that we just got. All of the people that I brought on as people that help run the game are people that have been around for a long time and or have been extremely dedicated to the game for the entire time they've been around. So I'm not looking to find new people that would just be brought on as staff. You would have to be around for a while first before I can really trust you. 99 Batron says you could create a second Discord server for a second world. Perhaps have the two worlds interact side by side in a different planes of existence. So this is a hard no. Running 1 RP is already hard enough. Running 2 would be twice the workload. And the only real reason to run 2 would just be to get more people that wanted to play in that didn't get in, so that's just a lot of work that would not be worth it for me. Crowned Lime says, how is the RP like? Like, is it something you can just check into every once in a while, or something you have to delve into? Well, definitely the best players delve into it, but we're not a server that gets really mad if you're not on every day. Usually the cutoff point is like if you are AFK for a week to 2 weeks, we might start considering removing your player status in the server. But we are chill as well. We understand if you have something going on, and if you let us know, we can totally make arrangements for you. Lawrence says, this might be more effort than it's worth, but it would be interesting, more immersive if the capital city of every country was shown highlighted. Speaking of layers on Photoshop, I actually do have a cities layer. It's just hidden for the main map exports, so I can turn that on whenever players want to see them, and they're also very important for running wars and stuff. So the answer to this is I do have capitals. Plostrum says, so a couple of things. For 1, the Discord link, right? Yeah. For 2, I think it would be a great idea to use terrain from already existing planets in the next run. For example, NASA has a full terrain of Venus mapped out, and that has large continents ready for use. Yeah, so Inkunzi actually does use Earth's terrain. Basically what I did to build the map out was I took screenshots of Google Earth and then used them to blend together into nice textures overlapped onto the shapes that I made in Photoshop, which created the terrain on the world. Fieri Lightning says, I would suggest maybe making a new scenario sometime in the future, a bit more like CK3, where instead of one player being one nation, you have several people in a nation. Yeah, so Inkunzi actually does already work this way. You can join as a character that's not running a nation. You can really do anything you want in Inkunzi. You can be a traveling merchant, you can be a pirate, you can be a religious figure, you can be a governor or a lord of a city. All of these things have been done. You can be an admiral, a general. You can be a literal soldier that fights in the battles. And this has added a extra dynamic to the game where the players not only have to worry about other countries, but also competition within their own nation, which adds a little bit more realism, I feel. The Inspector. Now, I wonder if someone will create mods on this universe for Imperator CK3 and EU4, which would be so cool to see. Yeah, that would be really cool to see, huh? Wink, wink. That would be amazing to see. And last but not least, Catholic Cat says, seems fun and inspiring. Mind if you give us some tips on how to do this, i.e. make a map. So yeah, I will probably make a tutorial at some point on making a Nation RP ready Photoshop file. That's completely custom, however you want the world to look, that kind of stuff. So I'll probably make that tutorial at some point here. But yeah, guys, that was just a quick little Q&A. Thank you so much for the support on the video, and everyone that's subscribed. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe so that when the next RP video for Inkunzi comes out, you can catch the link before it expires. And yeah, really thank you for all the support on it. It's pretty insane to have that video hit 100k views, basically. So out of everything I've done, that's definitely the most original, the most thing I'm most proud of, hitting 100k views. So thanks again, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.